Hello, my computer duders. Just one moment. Sorry about the late hour of the stream. I had some errands to do that I couldn't avoid, and they had to be done today, and they had to be done in a time block overlapping my streaming schedule. It is what it is. You can't win them all. I'm not gonna play Look Outside because that's all I've streamed for the past 4 streams. I'm playing Metal. Is it Metal Garden? It is Metal Garden. Wow, that updates quickly. Wow, 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 little potato. Little potato. Come here, baby. We'll eat you some food. A little scrowler. A little scroblin. If you want to get petted, you gotta come up here on my lap. Don't just rub on my legs. I need some indoor glasses for computer. Everything's so much snappier now I turned off the delay. As I suppose I should expect that it would be. I can't believe I had that on for like 5 years and didn't know that I shouldn't have it on. Let me switch audio. There we go. Everything looks good on my end. Automatic support for 21:9. That's a plus in my book. Nothing to hate there yet. I'll find something to hate. Don't you worry about that. It seems to have automatically set my resolution correctly. If I set it manually, it'll fuck it up. Entombed in the vast megastructure. We're in a megastructure. Countless civilizations lived through the long ages. They've attempted every method. The walls and the structure remain unbreached. The path outside has never been found. In no man's wonder. Looks sharp enough to me. Looks like the right aspect ratio as well. Can I... Controller? King of Nothing. That's too real, man. That's... I am the King of Nothing. Looks like, Depression Halo. Eastern Germany Halo. Come here, little cat. Up. Don't be a little grumpy gut. She's being emo. She's being a grump. I don't know what her problem is. Look at that sky. Look at that. We're inside of a mega structure big enough to have its own internal weather system. Like an O'Neill cylinder, but on, I guess, on the surface of a planet. That's a great looking skybox. It really does look like Halo a lot. I stab you! I stab you! Ooh, I stab you good. I stab you! I stab you! Stab. Stab. This is what it really is like to live in the Balkans. This could be Estonia. I stab you! That's a surprise stab. You weren't ready for that one. That's how they get you. Stab you. It's a bonus stab. Why would there be wind turbines inside of a dome? How could there possibly be wind? This has to be like a continent-sized dome. Let me tell you, boys and girls, I took one look at this. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. I took one look at this on the Steam page and I'm like, this is for me. It's a little weird that I push right bumper instead of left bumper to attack with my left hand. Where's the light come from? Wait a minute, how is there light? Is that glass? In fact, and not concrete? Shouldn't there be overhead lighting fixtures? I got a Duke Nukem pistol. That is the Duke Nukem pistol. It's a rectangle. Resembling no actual firearm. Except, I guess, a really clunky Glock. Alright, we got iron sights. Got a really unsatisfying quiet kitten fart of a retort. Report, I guess, is the word. Like bugs in a jar. Imagine eons passing inside of this dome and kingdoms rising and falling. Ah. Gamer Instinct says, check behind the waterfall. Oh, nothing. Womp womp. I guess this is like the tutorial area. And customize controls. Nope. I could do that the whole time. I could do that the whole time. Hang on, I gotta turn on VSync. Someone actually came up to me, a console peasant, a filthy console peasant, and with their quasi-human, like their abhuman claws, paws, I guess I should say, they they tried to claw at my fine silken raiments and said to me, PC Master Race. It's such a downside of PC gaming that you have to change your settings for every game. When what they're really saying is you don't always get that option with console games. And I magnanimously, patiently, I was like, "Oh, yon foolish console peasant! Ho ho ho!" That's how I laughed. Ho 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 ho! When will you learn? Lovingly, I said that. Video. There we go. Let me do keyboard for a while. I don't even know if I was supposed to kill them. They're moving in slow motion. Were those even bad guys? Can I loot the bodies? What are these? What are you? They're Fallout fellas. No body looting. This is just Halo so far. This is brutalist Halo. Are you a bad guy? No, you're not. You're a rock. How is their plant life? There's no sunshine. There's no indicator of where light comes from. You're not wrong. Auto detect settings usually does work. Hold on, I gotta adjust sensitivity. Field of view is fine. All right. Looks good to me. If that looks good to you, that looks good to me. I still have questions about this whole setting. There's no reason to use iron sights. You don't get any... There's no accuracy penalty for not using them. It still weirdly moves slow. It's great. It's a metal garden. We're inside of a giant brutalist concrete dome megastructure with entire, I guess, a continent inside of it, where multiple empires have risen and fallen without ever figuring out how to escape. One moment. I'm feeling stuffy tonight. Someone got here before I did. F is heal. F is heal. Not H, not M. I like it so far. Auto surgery unit. That was a waste. I could have saved the med kit. Oh, oops. Ooh, what have I done? I restarted the whole game. I wish I hadn't done that. I guess more people are here to watch it now. Alright. I walked into that one. And double jump. Creepy little cat. It'll never not creep me out that she can open and close doors. She's like a little human. Cats are just like little funny gremlin people that we cohabitate with. I love cats for that reason. If you own a cat, life is just so much better automatically. At any given time in your own home, you can look over there and just, hey, there's a little guy. There's a little goblin feller. It's like owning a monkey. Don't actually own a monkey, though. Hamsters are cool for the same reason. They're a great addition to life, to the meta of life. Because you can just surprise someone you love. Like you're going to give them a ring. And then you kneel and you open your hand and there's just a little fella. And you say, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. They're weirdly slow. Everything is weirdly slow. Usually you can't pet the belly unless they're really relaxed, because that's their instincts tell them that's the part to protect, because that's what other cats will attack in fights. Oh, I missed a med pack before. There we go. I really, nope, can't. Everything feels floaty in slow motion. I don't like the physics so far. You can headshot. This also feels like, what's that game, Kenji? The one set in the giant desert world? I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Kaiju? Run to get anywhere. Nope, okay. We got the Combine barricades. This is like the war in Ukraine if it was real. He's bleeding out. What humiliation defeated or to set from our goal. I found it next to the medical structure. An exit. So I'll fall to those damn cell swords. Spies inside the mining group. Local industrialists. Hole in the world. This could be like a ring world. They might be in space. That could be where the wind is coming from. Well, we got a key. Anything I can take here? I did as much as I could for him. He might kill me if he recovers. Good animation. I don't know why you'd make a door like that. I paid taxes. I probably overpaid because I didn't do a lot of the deductions just because I was low on time and I didn't want to figure it out. I need to get a guy who does taxes. A tax guy, I believe they're called. Alright, so they got it crashed. How do you industrialize enough to make mechas inside of a concrete dome? We need the resources of an entire planet to do something like that. You need basically enough space that you can afford to pollute large portions of it where you don't live. I got grenades too, it looks like. I don't know how to use them. Grenade Q. That's what I should have done. I can't make that. Looks like, what's the vibe? I want to say a PS3 game. There'd be more shaders though, and it would be more yellow. It would be brown and yellow, and there'd be normal maps. Maybe OG Xbox, kind of. Speaking of OG Xbox, I never streamed Metal Wolf Chaos, and I always wanted to. We should make that a priority also as well. What is that over there? Far be it from me to ignore resources. Shotgun. Am I supposed to have a shotgun by now? Let me check some bodies. I see a suggestion that I should have a shotgun by now. Can I not use this? Boo, bad game design. There's a lot of ammo I've missed. That's something. That was a good reason to go back. Note to self, be a scrounger. What'd I tell you? What did I tell you? That's good game design. Reward hiding, I mean exploration. What about over here? Nothing. Who uses iron sights on a fucking pistol? This close to your face. You'd be walking around with it like an inch away from your eyeball. Special operators in the comments. Is that something you do? Tactical fellas? I need a rifle. I do not have one. Wait a minute, this is where it came from. What the heck? Oh yeah, it came from up here in the first place. Well, how the fuck do I get down there? Oh wait, there was more ammo. Damn my stupid sexy hide. I gotta stop doubting myself. I'm a mediocre white man. We're the last people in the world who ever doubt ourselves. Let me try this. Oh, that's right. I can double jump. I forgot about that. This game is kind of sick. It also gives me Metal Gear Solid vibes. 3 specifically. I'm liking it. The physics are kind of trash. Nothing feels grounded. But the aesthetic and the world building. Where are you? I needed auto surgery. Okay, apparently this civilization had cars at one point. This isn't gonna pull Planet of the Apes, is it? There we go, shotgun. Beefy boy. I am the beefy boy, of which legend foretold. It's a fucking scope on my fucking shotgun. That seems unnecessary. I may be speaking too soon, however. Got a leg injury. Have you finished? This whole section is rigged to blow. Start packing up. I want to be away from this road. Alright, the weapon sounds are trash. They're really bad. They have no impact. This is like the Doom 3 shotgun debate all over again. Ammo box did the same model. What is that? It was a trap. How's dicey? Shotguns and nades saved the day though. This is a really weak sounding shotgun. This is like the what was it, like a stormwater reservoir under Japan, under like Tokyo, where they filmed the Mines of Moria sequence in Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? This also feels a lot like a multiplayer level that Bungie would design. It feels a lot like Hang 'em High, specifically. Let me try. Oh. I guess that works too. Pretty basic stuff so far. This could have been a Quake 2 map. In fact, I didn't see what it was, what launched when I started the game. This could be a Quake 2 map. Shit. Grenade model. Cool level design for the most part, if you like brutalism, which I do. Feels a bit like Blame now. The manga. No fall damage to speak of. Could I have gone the other way? I wonder. Bunch of shotguns. They make damn sure you can't miss the shotgun. That tells me I'm going to need it. It's a bit chunky to be a shotgun. And also a bit quiet. Maybe there's a lore reason for that. I mean, if you live in a giant dome, a sound would travel easily. You might want quieter weapons. Why do they use swords? Far be it from me to tell them to use guns, but the grunts have pistols, which are more effective than. Also, what's the use of the armor if 2 shotgun shells takes them out? I'm asking too many questions. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that there is fall damage after all. It's just extreme. So if I had jumped down the center here, it would have killed me. You know what politics feels like right now? It feels like what it must have been like to be a Russian teenager in like 1991, where everything you've known, the world order you have known in your country since you were born, basically, everything you've understood as a constant in your world is falling apart, and you don't know what's next. You're excited, but also scared because it could be anything. I can't dual wield. Oh, I can't dual wield. You were so close to Kino. So close. Does Trip-Hang have single player? I always wondered about that. I think a single player Trip-Hang would be pretty sick. I got like the Mario Bros. Movie jumping shoes, the 1993, 3 or 4 or 5 Mario movie. I got like pneumatic jumping shoes. It was a mistake. I guess there's something else I have to do. Do I have endurance? I still have a broken bone. I have persistent injury. That's a cool mechanic. If I break my legs, am I gonna have to crawl? So this was always an option, apparently. Could even get magnetic ladders in the future. No! Oh, no fall damage. Really? Oh, okay. Alright, so that's not where you go. Kind of shockingly. I guess this is a generator. It's wobbling. One does wonder how it can still be running after thousands of years. It's got to be a lot of fuel. You need fall damage, bro, in your life. Aha. There was always a way up. Oh fuck. I did not mean to do that. I thought I could lean. I'm gonna change the binds. Grenade should be G. Melee should be F. Heal should be H. Interact is E, that's right. Is there lean? Left alt. That's fine by me. Alright, okay. This helps me how? That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. I can't ledge grab. Alright, if that's not it. Either one of those would have worked. Except that one. That one's blocked. I want to say it needs music, but it really doesn't. It needs to not have music. A game like this. The feeling of being alone. It does need better lighting. If you notice, there's not really any lighting at all in this game. Everything's just evenly lit the same shade, which I guess is in keeping with the gray aesthetic. These are nuclear waste casks. I should probably not shoot these. Is what a coward would say. Nope. Nothing happened visibly, but now I'm sterile. I'm gonna die horribly in 3 days. That's the scary shit about radiation. Radiation is the real monster. Because it can kill you without you realizing you've been killed. You're living on borrowed time. And only because of the academic understanding of radiation that we have do we even know that. I mean, and experience. Watching dudes fucking melt from the inside after the Demon Core incident. But even then, they knew he was a goner. Not a gooner. Could have been both. You're just a dead man walking at that point. How sobering that's got to be. To know for a fact that you have like 3 days left. Because of some stupid fucking mistake that you made. There's nothing down there except for waste casks. Which I think confirms it's either fuel or waste. I would say that confirms that we're in a nuclear-powered facility. And this was originally supposed to be full of water. Lever? Huh. Oh! I get you. If they have automated surgery units, they have to be pretty advanced. One wonders how advanced a society in a bottle could be. Because you're limiting the resources. You'd think that they'd have a mouse universe moment. Or like I guess a Malthusian catastrophe. Where they outbreed the capacity of the limited environment to support them. Nope. Give me an extra... Oh, that's me, huh? I look pretty cool. Give me an extra dong or two. Give me a bunch of testicles. I want it to be like a bunch of grapes down there. I'll call it the testicluster. Oh, I can... I bet I know what to do. Keep going. Keep going, bitch. That's right. I say bitch lovingly. Ow. What the... Oh, that's a pop-up mine. That one was my fault. I should have kept my eyes open. I used to be big on stuff like this. Again, there are lights, but there's not really any lighting. Nothing has a shadow. I don't like that. I used to really like the boring industrial designs. Nowadays, when I want to look for an FPS, I look for cool colors and shapes. Like a toddler. That didn't go well. Nope, not quite tall enough. That's what this is for, I assume. This is the ultimate introvert's paradise. You never have to go outside, technically. They should give me lots of pistols. For somebody you cannot dual wield. I want to say, the vibes are telling me this is like a very elaborate Fallout bunker. Like designed to be a nuclear artificial world, basically. Finished. All sections rigged to blow. Oh, I'm outside of that area. Glad I explored. I was am. Have you finished? What is this? Sniper rifle. Sniper? Sniper? I should go back. I'm scared. My brain is fixed now. This is the future Germany wanted. What do you mean? Gemran. I could have gone this way the whole time. If it would have opened that way. That's what I guess I'm taking from this. I went this way instead, and the rest is history. Those are some very hot pipes. I want to say that... Oh, that's so cute. It looks like imitation lighting. Everything else is like the minimum illumination level. I want to say it's almost like I have night vision, and everything's actually dark. What should be spookier is a world like this perpetually in darkness. A vampire dome. Like in Daybreakers. They have snipers too. This really is Halo. It's a very basic competent shooter. Presentation and encounters could be done a little bit better. This is like a very, very by the numbers sniper gauntlet. Like we saw in Fear, like we saw in, again, Halo, but Fear also had one of these. Remember that? Remember the sniper gauntlet in Fear? They weren't everywhere. I'm consumed with curiosity as to what this place was. Was it a zoo for humans? Is this? Are we in space? What's the? It's all. Oh. Nice try, sucker. I'm running low on ammo. This is like also reminds me of Herat. HROT. Is that a sea creature? That is a sea creature. What a neat little piece of world building. I wrote a story about Land Underground once, where one passage says, "Where does the light come from? Nobody knows. Nor when the light comes, do they know where it goes. Nor when the night comes, I mean. It wouldn't make sense." It can reconnect different parts of the level. That's cool. This reeks of the Silent Cartographer. We're in a megastructure, evidenced by the skybox, these giant landforms and these big brutalist structures. Weren't we here before? Yeah, we're backtracking now. I really wasted that health pack. I don't think there's any flashlight. Is there a flashlight? There's no need for one, really. No, there wouldn't be. Because there's no fucking shadows. Why would you need a flashlight when you haven't got any shadows. I did everything there was to do in here. Also feels Source Engine-y. I guess kind of like Lost Highway. Or Lost, whatever that was, episode for Half-Life 2. Here we go. Oh, here we are. I missed this somehow. Somehow, as if it's any mystery. We got some kind of engine or pod with a shotgun and ammunition inside of it. It's set up like a slingshot, weirdly. One really interesting thing about getting older is watching the younger generation discover retro gaming anomalies and marvels, because we're both digging through the same stuff that's older than either one of us. Zoomies were getting mind broken by Asterix and Obelix Triple XXL on Game Boy Advance on Twitter, and I'm like, yeah, I remember the first time I saw that. It was pretty wild. I don't got a good feeling about this, Scoob. In fact, I got a real bad feel. Oh, we're under a dome. Yay, domes. Domes within domes. Within domes. It's apparently a traffic interchange. Why you would do that under a dome is beyond me. You should generally want to have those be outside, insofar as such a thing exists in this hell world. It's hard to call it hell, though, because there's grass and there's bushes. There's nature. Wherever there's nature can't truly be hell. Tell yourself that if you ever wake up in what seems like a Silent Hill dimension. I guess even Silent Hill had trees, though. Oh, it's one of those. Like probably what that bar, the bar cell door. I can't fucking brain right now. That's probably what was going on there. You need better gun sounds in physics. I guess that would make him have to recalculate the jumps, though. Tabor, Serena, Rowan Mitch. I don't recognize any of these. Li. That's a alien measure of distance too. I love these settings where it's alien but it's human. You know what I mean? It's an alternate human civilization, so it's familiar but not. We reinvented cars basically the same way, apparently. How might we get up there? Like so. Ah, I see. It also has the feeling of a VR chat map, just from being so empty and conceptually grand. They tried. I'll give them that. I could make a flying leap. I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do though. You can try, but you'll never understand. Look at life struggling down here with so little sunlight. Wish I thought of a better setting for my fantasy novel than just Oregon. It kind of is essential to the conceit of being a post-apocalyptic setting couched in fantasy tropes. This is a really cool setting. It's kind of like Halo meets Blame. I know I've said that a lot, but I'm gonna keep saying it. It's the thing. The thing is, I'm never gonna stop saying it. Oh, foreshadowing, symbolism. We're escaping a smaller dome into a larger dome. Look at this tree. I admire that tree. That tree's got gumption. What a convenient growth to have formed a path like this. We should probably check the rest of the dome. I have a funny feeling. I got a hunch. It's somewhere else on this dome. Shit ain't even transparent. Oh, sniper rifle time. Come to think of it, Halo's kind of floaty. I want to say it had way better weapon sounds in this. Though be it. However be it. Whosoever be it. Whoa! Bucket wheel excavators. What are they doing here? I guess it was an underwater dome too, technically. Kind of. Look at that. I'm out of health packs too. Shit. Yeet! Down he goes. Oh, perfect timing. Nope, nope, there's no health packs to be had. Whoops. Oh, it takes away some health. I guess that's fair. Look at these cliff walls, though. Some effort could have been put in here that wasn't. Oh, you fucker. You fucker, how dare you. Oh, I could have gone this way. My initial instinct to explore was correct. I should have poked around the dome more. Maybe over here? It's not that I don't like it. I do like it. It's just, it's marred slightly. It's tarnished by a few questionable design choices. Kind of like Corn Kids. Look at that light. Where's that light coming from? Is that in fact a glass dome? I think the description says it's cement, so it can't be transparent. Is that a shadow? It is a shadow. There's light. It's a light source. There are shadows out here. Everything's not perfectly evenly lit after all. I just didn't notice. That just raises more questions than it answers, though. Oh, there's like bison. Is that what those are? It's not the right way. It's glass? It's not. So I guess health packs are automatic. They kick in to stop you from dying, which is nice. It's a little too nice, actually. It takes away. It saved my ass, though. Can I really complain? They are more menacing than I gave them credit for. I could do with a little bit of surgery right about now. Notice some management initiative to improve employee health. Limited number of smoke breaks. So it's that kind of world. That'll work. Neither does that work. Not a whole lot works here. I guess it's implied to be hundreds, if not thousands of years old. We shouldn't expect anything to work. I have dreams just like this. I don't know if dreams is the right word, though. So I heard iDubbbz is back, doing Content Cop. And he spent the latter portion of it crying about how his wife insisted on doing OnlyFans, which is like, for a man, that's like a woman putting you in the emotional equivalent of a saw trap, where it's a no-win situation. It's just incredibly painful. Wish I'd known that would happen. Oh. Alright. Little cat, you've once again opened the door, you weird, creepy little creature with thumbs. She's just a creepy little creature. Why are those pipes hot? Are those electrical contactors of some manner of description? You know, maybe we're just on a planet with less gravity. I was supposed to stay on it, I guess. Or I guess I could have jumped in time. It's good of him to give me choices of what to do. What a hell of a thing that is, though, for your beautiful wife to say, hey, guess what? I'm gonna be an online adult entertainer, and you don't really get a choice in this. I'm doing it because you're an abuser if you tell me what I can or can't do with my body. And you can either be along for the ride and support me, or we divorce. I don't know if there are ever other dudes fucking her. I guess even if they weren't, if it's something he wasn't cool with, that's not really how marriages are supposed to work. I don't think. I guess the way they work now is that whatever she wants is what happens. That's fucking brutal, man. I guess in ye olden times, men would do the same thing but worse by having mistresses, which is basically societally condoned cucking. In part because people didn't marry for love, they married for social mobility and expedience. So you didn't really want to be with who you were with 90% of the time. Which is not a really good reason for it. It was a gross, bad system. It's probably for the best that it's not how things work anymore. Unless you're really really wealthy, then I guess rich guys still do have concubines. In that sense, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Is there a way to... I see why this game can't have jump damage. I mean, fall damage. Fall damage. A lot of these traversals would be impossible. Then again, you could just design it around normal fall damage. And again, times 2, this might just have lower gravity, canonically. That goes up there now. Question is, how does one get up there? I guess that's also a bit like a dude turning out. With a woman who's not cool with it, but again, because he ranks higher than her on the oppression pyramid, then she's the bad guy if she leaves. So she's just kind of handcuffed to the dude as he undergoes this Cronenberg transformation. These are the things people should not do to one another. Marriage should mean that you don't ever lock your spouse into something they didn't agree to. And you shouldn't make unilateral decisions. You should make the choices as a unit. Says the guy who's never been married. Probably never will be. Cool copy-paste bilaterally symmetrical industrial warehouse, bro. How does one get up there, though, be it? So my respiratory health has improved marginally since using a little gadget called a bed vacuum, which I've just learned about. It's a vacuum specifically for your bed, for like your sheets and your pillow. I've just been washing them a lot, but I guess you can also use this device which beats your sheets, not your meats, and also exposes the fabric to ultraviolet light in the correct wavelength to kill acarids, which are a family of insects including fleas, ticks, chiggers, bed bugs, and so on and so forth, and also their eggs. I don't know if I buy it yet. I hope it's true. It seems to have made a difference. I don't wake up with my lungs completely full of phlegm anymore. Only about like 10% full. I have all the air filters running all the time. I vacuum routinely. It's amazing what a time sink having a clean house is. I don't know what to do here. Also, a bill was passed today in the Supreme Court permanently, one assumes, legally defining women as biological, the biological definition, which a lot of people are really unhappy about, and a whole different set of people are really happy about. It has some wiggle room in the language, though, where it says that transgender people rights are still going to be protected, which that could mean anything. So all is not lost for those to whom that's a negative development. People are really, really, really upset about this, though. Try the other way. That seems to serve the same purpose. You can't get all the way across on it, but you can jump from there to there, and then there to there, and then jump across that way. It seems like it's should be just as good. One of those doors is a different color, though. I got a bad feeling it's actually this one. This is like council flats in Britain. Britain. I'm getting used to the movement. I tried playing Corn Kid 64 last night for hours. And 90%, not 90%, 75% of the time was trying to do a single jump. And I looked at myself and I said, what am I doing? I'm middle-aged technically. If I have a pessimistic estimation of my lifespan, I'm middle-aged. Which I probably should. I'm a damn middle-aged man. What am I doing spending precious hours and minutes of my life? Oh, I could have ridden that up. I could ride it up. That's why that moves so slowly. It's a puzzle. Monkey brain. This should enable me to reach all 4 of these doors. This one is red colored. Oh. Is that the one I came in through? Oh, it looks like it is. Well, now I know how to... get it for everywhere from here. So this wasn't just part of... Was this part of the mega structure? Like from the start? Or was this built by an separately industrialized... This feels like aliens, like we're in an alien ant farm. That is not the right one. I just tooted mildly there. That's why my double jump works. We got the suction-based ultraviolet fly traps in every room of the house, and they're working full time. Let me tell you, they're doing a good job keeping the flies from taking over. But they're it is a full time job. They're the little sticky pads. I wish there was something more sustainable than a sticky pad as the basis of how it actually kills the fly. Like some kind of digestion pit. Because they fill up so quickly and then you gotta buy new ones. It should work like a Venus flytrap. Then I guess the fumes would repel the fly. Yeah, I don't see any way to get anywhere in this. That thing is busted. Oh, I see. I'm a big dum-dum. It's got a bit of a weird, wonky ledge grab system. Well, whatever. That's close enough, right? What's the worst that could possibly happen if I do this? Aha. I do like the mobility a little bit. But, again, my tastes are changing. I don't gravitate as strongly towards grimdark stuff anymore. So when you're full of life, you like that stuff because it's different. When you're not full of life, you want stuff that's full of life. Oh, I gotta hurry, I guess, this time. How's that gonna work? Oh, I I gotta go down there, don't I? I guess while we're talking about emotional saw traps, where you're locked in a situation, and it's just developing into something you don't want any part of, but you cannot get out of. It would be like a non-religious family where something happens, like the dad loses his job, or they're in a car crash and one of the kids dies, and he just goes super, super ultra Jesus, 0 to 100%, and everybody else has to be along for the ride, because it doesn't work unless everybody affirms it. I can see some positive attributes to that, but for the most part, it's just... I mean, a lot of these things are fine if somebody else does it. You know what I mean? Because then you can get away from it if you don't like it. Nope, that's not how it goes. I fucked it up again. That's a good horror premise of some kind. Two guys handcuffed one of them while one of them's undergoing body horror changes. It apparently won't go any further. It does not go further than that. There's something else to figure out that I'm not figuring out. Maybe something on that pipe. You ever think back to what made you excited and happy as a kid? Trying to recapture the whatever it is that you enjoyed, and you realized that it was just shit, and you liked it because you were dumb. Like, I remember really liking the BattleTech cartoon because it had like a 1-minute CGI sequence that was in anaglyphic 3D. I don't think it was anaglyphic. It was like some type of 3D that worked differently. It's either red and green or clear and black. Clear and black is parallax based. It requires constant movement, which is good for CGI with giant robots. Hey, that worked. And that's where that goes, okay? I can just turn them off entirely. It's almost like an industrial equivalent of Zdislav Beksinski. But a lot of the cartoons I liked, just because I liked the subject matter, were just really poorly written. Some of them were shockingly well written. Like someone really showed up to work that day. I forget the one I'm thinking of. But it was something like Star Rangers or some shit, and it had really good writing. And I was like, why would you waste this? And I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did waste this on a kids show, but like, that's a confusing choice. Can I get up there? Now I got the ladder. I don't really need the bridge anymore, do I? I say this lovingly. This is the kind of FPS that'd be on the Atari VCS. I think the only Atari VCS FPS that's relatively recent is Madness Beverage. Madness Beverage, which should tell you everything about the state of that platform. It's stumbling along. I think if they reached out to more indie devs like this, they could get games like this on their platform. That is saying something though, and that's the quality of gaming you can get. Which is a shame. I kind of like the concept. It's just, I guess it's just less imaginative Bioshock though, because you're not injecting yourself with plasmids. You're just drinking energy drinks to give you powers. That still would be a cool addition to any other game that had other mechanics besides that. Probably. I love that platform. It was designed by one of the guys who did the Xbox original or Xbox One design. I forget which. It's a beautiful machine. They just cheated and stole to get it to look that way. Why won't you go further? Oh, because the track ends. Of course. Well, that's the problem. That was... Ooh, that worked, though. Ooh, that should not have worked. Maybe if I do this... So it goes. One questions why pipes would be laid out this way. Sorry, my body is being discussed. I'm the real body horror. Getting old is the real body horror. We made some progress, though. We're moving forward, unbelievably. This is a dead world. It is dead. I mean, there's grass and trees. Struggling, hanging on. One wonders what future there could possibly be down here. Everything's fucking broken. It's long since reached the end of its operational lifespan. We just don't build them to last like nature does. Even the Earth isn't gonna last. Got a key, elevator room key. This is where the manager worked, I take it. The lockers, this is recognizably something a human would use. Ammunition in lockers, weird thing to have at your workplace. Alright, elevator just straight up doesn't work. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not mad. I don't know. That's a good question. Probably not. Probably to 11. I'm liking this though. It just needs more going on. I don't know if it needs more mechanics or. Ooh, look at that level design. Ooh, baby. Chapter 4. It's going better than ever. I feel free. I feel clean for the first time in years. I mostly post on VR though, because I love the Shill TurboGrafx and Atari. Nobody, Zoomers don't fucking know Atari exists. It's sad. They're a good company now. Oh, it was a mine. Under Wade Rosen, Atari is a very different. Fallen mercenaries neck. External brain using spies to store valuable memories. Guardsmen. Oh, we get a glimpse of the past. We'll start leaving the infrastructure. Much of what we created here will lose its relevance. Our stock prices will go down. You see ahead of the pack. We really do that in order of our condition. We deal perfectly well here. We've seen nothing. We know nothing. Neuro damage detected. Oh, got a free grenade. That's something. I should probably go repair my brain damage. Nope, I've been here. It's not too bad, actually. It's out of charges. I had a nightmare once. Where I was a robot, not like a good robot, like a shitty one. Like a Wall-E robot, where I was cobbled together from parts, from whatever I could find, because I was the last robot on Earth. Humans were all gone for some reason. Again, quite like Wall-E. This was before that film, however. I was humanoid. Everyone else was also robots, but they're all dead. Because we had all... for some reason, power generation had shut down, so everybody was fighting over batteries. Like, to the death. Because batteries were the only way to keep ourselves running. And everyone else had died, and I was like hoarding batteries. It's like a darker version of the DreamWorks Robots film. Like you can kill a guy and he has like one D-cell battery on him, and that buys you what, like a minute of extra life? That is what this is. This is a Balkans coded game. It's also a depression coded game. But then I repeat myself. That's why it's giving me Half-Life 2 vibes, I'm sure. Valve was like, we've mined all the other possible themes for a first-person shooter. What can we do? And like, oh yeah, poverty. Post-communist block poverty. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know I could hurt you. You took a shotgun blast to the face like a champ, though. Stratagift, we're inside of a giant Fallout vault kind of type thing. It's or like the City of Ember. It's a giant I don't know if it's subterranean. It's a giant concrete dome that spans like a continent. Oh, I might be overselling it. It's very large though. It's at least like a U.S. state. You just want more abiotic factor. Reasonable use of grenades. Hecking Nadzors. I'm sorry for hurting you, Buffalo. Before you ask, no, I don't know where the sun is. I don't know where light comes from. There's no indication of any artificial light sources or that the dome is glass. Before you ask, I also don't know how there's wind. Or like a water cycle. I guess the water cycle makes sense even in a sufficiently large enclosed volume. Nice try, sucker. Oh, I see you, you little shit. You think you can surprise me again? By all means, Zulu. I'm gonna keep shelling TurboGrafx 16 and Atari on VR until I die. See that? I use the mind for my own purposes. That's what they call a pro gamer move. I am John Halo. And I do suffer from seasonal depression. Cancer rages. Some power armor. They can't deflect shotgun blasts. Huh. Huh. We should go the other way and see what's that way before we commit to anything. There was another way to go, but we didn't go that way. Does this not look like Halo? More like Galo, X-Drones. Did you ever participate in console wars? Was that important to you at any stage of your life? When I was much younger, I thought Nintendo was the best. Not that their hardware was any good. I don't like their hardware. But that they had the most... They were actually a game company that made games. And I felt like a console maker should also make games. Because if you don't, then you don't understand what sort of hardware you need to support the games. Whereas Nintendo's games and their software are always very closely intertwined. I stopped feeling that way when I noticed that Nintendo's a pure evil company that fucking sues everybody into the ground, including their own fans. I was an idort. I had both. Let's have a look up here before we commit to the other path. This is its own whole other path that we could take. There's like 2 entire areas. I don't know which one's the correct one, or if you can choose either one. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, baby. Look at the scale of that. Oh! There's nothing out in that direction. There's something up there, though. Real fake doors. Ain't going through there. Oop. Nothing there. That would have been a good place to hide a power up. So with that, I guess is I don't accept it. My gamer instinct tells me there's got to be something up here. Only 3 guns so far. Nothing like a machine gun, notably. Wii emulates so perfectly now. You can even get a battery-operated sensor bar and use original Wii controllers. It depends which type, I think. Or, I don't know. I know that there's a Mayflash bar, but that requires being plugged into your PC by USB. But it makes it easy peasy. Otherwise, you got to get a Bluetooth dongle, or your PC has to support Bluetooth, and you have to hope that you can get Bluetooth connection to your controllers working through Dolphin. But it looks beautiful. You can even disable off-screen culling and have ultra-wide support. You can even support 3D projectors in Wii. That's a major source of side-by-side stereoscopic games. It's just the Wii library. And let me tell you, playing motion-controlled games in HD and 3D on a wall-sized display feels like the future as it looked in 2011. Bastards. You did come up behind me. I was gonna say, that's what I would have done. Damn armory key. Oh, that leads you back here. We went in a circle. Contract ledger. Yeah. This feels like the RimWorld world. I can't explain it. It can't be. Are you trying to tell me there's nothing outside the dome? What do you mean, like a void? Are we in space? Were there stars at least? I still haven't played Skyward Sword. I should play it now that I have everything working on my projector. It doesn't look good in side by side though. I don't know why. There's something about how it calculates depth. I'm sorry, I gotta see if we can kill one of these. No, I can't bring myself to do it. I can't. It's got no eyes even. I can't. It's hard to kill any. Even in games, it's hard to kill animals. I almost said any enemies, which is not true in the slightest. I don't think I'm supposed to. I don't think I'm supposed to be up here. I don't think that surface was supposed to be climbable. I'm still really bothered by where the light comes from. In my story I talked about, it was a luminous mist, which really doesn't explain much. Is he smoking? Not anymore. I wish I could wall run. I can't explain it, but that feels essential. I'm glad I went back. I could have just missed that whole section. I don't want to... I've got a bad feeling if I try to do a head-on attack, I'm going to get my ship pushed in. That this is provided for a reason. Is it a bar door? It is a bar door. Is this coal? I guess you could still mine. Oh, I guess you could still mine, even if you live in a dome world. Then one would assume you could reach the edge of the dome and just mine under the edge of the dome. Unless it's actually a sphere. Bitch titties! Bitch titties! There we go. Alright, we're cooking now. Yes. Ooh, there's a ladder here. Good. There was not a plan B. guess it doesn't matter. Not everybody has to die. Listen to me. I don't even recognize myself anymore. Some stuff still works. I might have wasted health pack. I still got 3 of them. That's no big deal. There's an auto surgery machine like right there, though. I guess we'll find out together. Uh-oh. Now you, Mr. Exploding Mine. That goes nowhere. Cool. Oh, there's a key, however. For another armory. Very good. Very cool. This feels so forlorn. Like, in eons gone by, this must have been a vibrant community. Especially if they started out at like a Paleolithic level. You could have recapitulated the entirety of human evolution. Wouldn't that be depressing, though? Wouldn't that be a gut punch? If your civilization grew up inside of an impenetrable dome from caveman times, and you advance to the space age and you finally manage to penetrate the dome, only to discover outside that your species is actually much, much older, and that you were created so that we could pretend we could like have a second childhood as a species, and that actually you're on a planet orbiting a star that's about to die in a universe where most stars have already burned out. I might have just made myself cry. Nothing kills them. You're not vulnerable to bullets. There's got to be something this way then. There has to be. There, I guess, beyond the range? No, I got the key. The key is what I was looking for, I think. I'm just gonna hoof it. Wait. Did the door shut behind me? Can I not climb up into there? I can't. The door did shut behind me. Well, it's only one way then. Fuck. I don't know what to do. I guess there's a vent. It's like that story I wrote where a civilization rises starting from people who woke up in a bulk food store where all entrances and exits were sealed with concrete. Nothing kills them. I can't go back, it turns out. That's locked. That's locked. These aren't even locked doors, they're just fake doors. These are also fake doors. Short talk, if you send me your 1080, I could have a slight upgrade over the 980 in my media center computer. You probably shouldn't though, because that won't, like I'm jokingly alluding to, that will make very little difference, and somebody else could benefit for a greater. You could also just sell it, although you won't get much for it, or give it to your kid. Your kid, I'm sure, would love to have a real graphics card, because you've been keeping him on potato computers, which is why he plays Sonic ROM hacks. That's what he can run. Try to sneak some mines past me. Oh, is this different? It's not different. I've got my eagle eye out for those mines now, ever since getting rug pulled. Oh, he could play such good Senate games if you gave him a real computer. He played Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Unleashed Recompile. He could play Sonic Utopia, which is supposedly still being worked on. The Great Lange doesn't seem to really be working on it, but I hope he is, because that's always what I wanted Sonic to be, and it's the only. I liked Sonic Adventure when it came out. I guess it's just it could have been more than it could have been different. Could have been like a classic Sonic in 3D, which is what Utopia is, and it's glorious. All right. Did we go back this far? It can't be. It can't be. This can't be right. This can't be right. I'm not going back that way. I'm not going... Nope, not that way. Not me, not today. We're in a dam, apparently. There's mining and hydroelectricity produced here. Did I fight my way through here already? This really feels like Halo 3. Very suspiciously. I came down through those windows. Honestly, liquid cooling is a meme too nowadays. Air cooling is mostly sufficient with how efficient chips have gotten. And the liquid cooling is complex and failure prone. I can't jump from here to anywhere. That cannot possibly be the right answer. Neither can I make a jump from here to any structure worth reaching. You wouldn't have this just be one area of the game, would you? And not tell me? Oh, you know what I didn't go to? There was that area at the end of the I can't remember if I went there or not. I guess I may as well check it out. This also reminds me of a very sedate, colorless giant citizen Kabuto. Reminds me of a couple of things. I bet I'm getting pretty warm as to what the inspirations were. I don't think you could really build a dome, freestanding dome of this scale, except on a planet with very low gravity, which is starting to make sense of the physics. God damn it! God damn it! Everywhere. Waste my health packs, will you? Aha! We have not seen this before. Never go head on. That's one of the funny parts of Girl Chain in Paradise, because animes like that a lot. I'm gonna attack him head on! Why would you do that? That's where his defenses will be concentrated. Is it to communicate? Oh. To communicate that your anime protagonist is a hothead? Like every anime protagonist? There we go. Wow, broken tank 4 headshots. Some of these guys are significantly tougher than I am. Look at this level design, though. That's beautiful. What an understated, pretty level design. Well, this planet has Germans, judging by the bunker design and architecture I'm seeing. Remember this story on a podcast from World War II, from the Axis side, where this dude was standing on a sort of a gangplank over a pit where they were shooting dudes into a pit, and one at a time. And one guy goes, "What's the news from the front? How's the war going?" He says, "We'd better be winning, because if we don't, we're the most fucked anyone ever has been. Like, look at what we're doing. Like, everything about our orders assumes we're going to win, because if we don't, we'll be lucky to be killed rather than tortured." That's throwing your hat over the wall, man. That's committing. Aha. Ooh, that's dicey. Alright, so we were supposed to find a lever over here. Oh, this is artillery. I knew I was right to check. I knew there'd be something. No! Oh, that was dicey. Here we go. What's it? A dumbwaiter? Oh, it's an ammunition elevator. I'm stupid. It's an artillery installation. Of course it would have an ammunition elevator. The shells are going to be enormous. Let's go into the dam. I guess the lore was that they're going to blow the dam. One wonders what for. Yeah, maybe to hide the hole. That which escaped the notice of map makers. Here we go. There we go. Good, good, good. It's 11 o'clock. I really want to play this, but we're into a new chapter. It looks really good. Look at this. There's a lot going on. We're going to find out what's behind that door right ahead of us next time. I'm liking it so far. It's missing something. I don't know what it is. I'm not sold on the gravity. I think it may be related to the plot since we're under a giant dome. The gun sounds I'm right about. I'm just incontrovertibly correct. We need those guns to sound better. I want to go eat something. Short talk is the issue, and I need to do that well. Any place is still open to eat. So thank you all for joining me. get at me again on Friday. Same ham time, same ham channel at 7 o'clock p.m. West Coast time, 11 o'clock. This is your friendly neighborhood Hindu signing up for returning you to your regularly scheduled raid. Who's it going to be, Short Talk? Oh, Tired Actor. I don't think we've rated him in a while. Zulu, keep your popcorn to yourself.